Vande Matram. Good evening. My name is Shobhit Narayan Agrawal, and I'm the career counselor in the school, and also I'm a spiritual psychologist. I work in that capacity. मैं कहना चाहता हूँ कि ज़िंदगी बहुत हसीन है, कभी हंसाती है तो कभी रुलाती है, लेकिन जो ज़िंदगी की भीड़ में खुश रहते हैं, ज़िंदगी उसी के आगे सर झुकाती है. So the idea is to be happy, right? And today I want to talk about skills with you. आज मैं आपसे career names की बात नहीं करूँगा, right? And why skill building is so important? Class 8 onwards, if we invest time and we encourage our children to develop skills, they would be future ready. Because 5 years later, 10 years later, there are going to be careers which do not exist today. And careers which do not exist today, then how possibly our children would excel in those unknown careers? They would excel if they have skills, if they have capability, if they have the talent, if they have the potential. And the world is moving towards interdisciplinary approach. The world is becoming more complex. And the ability to do multiple things. For example, we see to communicate with someone, one needs to know in a mobile phone, basic photography, basic videography, the ability to form groups on WhatsApp, send documents, messages, photographs, the ability to convert some message into a video, doing some editing. Somewhere this sort of a living has become a natural nature, and it is becoming a natural nature now, something that you cannot do without. Do you think that WhatsApp is a luxury or it is a necessity now? Necessity. I remember not very long ago, only 2 to 3 years back, there were so many people who said, I need digital detox, and so WhatsApp will waste my time. I will not come on WhatsApp. If somebody wants to reach to me, SMS me, or call me, email me. And these are the same people, those who have transitioned to WhatsApp with a lot of pain. So time forced them to adapt to WhatsApp. And so, one question we need to ask ourselves, do we want to be forced or do we want to be prepared? Prepared, yes. So therefore, I want to talk about these 21st century fun and learn options. Traditional style of living, traditional style of approaching the world of work, approaching careers are not so relevant today. They are, but not so relevant today, because you have the liberal universities, you have the new age universities that have come into existence, and they are not looking only at the academic strength, but they're looking at skills such as thinking and learning skills, which are the core survival skills. For example, a child has his board exams. Today, for example, is the child's board exam, and he's out, and suddenly, heavily it starts raining. The child is all by himself. He has a bicycle that he's riding to go to the school. Now, in such a situation, what should the child do? And he also has his board exams. There is no excuse if the child does not come and gives his board's exams. Thinking and learning skills, the core survival skills are very important. This is not taught in the textbook, but on the feet, thinking towards solutions, being resilient, managing your emotions, and thinking what I can do. Probably I can call home, I can call the school and inform, ma'am, such and such thing has happened. If you could send somebody to pick me, or if I don't have a mobile phone, then what are the other options? Are there some people I know nearby? So you'll have to think on your feet to find a solution, because you have to be there. Second, Global communication and language skills. Do we want to work at the local level, at the state level, at the national level, or at the global level? I had a parent and a mother, and she said that, sir, I want my child to take commerce in 11th and 12th. After that, he should do BCom. And after that, because sir, post-graduation is important, and he has his father's family business to handle, so he should do an MBA from Lucknow, and he will learn the business tricks, and we are happy with him. And the mother made all her effort that the child does the same. Now, is this a good thing or a bad thing? Is this a good thing or a bad thing? Some parents are saying it is not a good thing. And children, what do you think about it? Children at the back, class 8, girls at the back, you need to pay attention. It's a program for you, not only for parents. Keep your mobile phones away. I want full attention. Because when you book an appointment and come to me, my first question would be, did you hear my orientation program attentively? And then I'll ask you a question, what did you understand? Because it takes a lot of time, and I'll have to repeat the whole thing, okay? Right? Okay. So my question was, and mothers said that it is a bad thing. I'll repeat for the children who were not attentive. So my situation was wherein there's a student who's been asked to study the same subject stream. Girls, please pay attention. I'm looking at you, and I want you to pay attention. I will not ignore you. Yeah. I will not ignore you. I want your full attention, right? Those two backbenchers, please pay attention. So my situation that I had given you was that there is this student who has been asked to study the same course in his 11th and 12th. In graduation, also the same stream. Post-graduation, also the same stream. Because they have a certain family business and the parents want the child to do that. I asked, is this good or bad? Parents said it is bad. What about you children? What do you think? Is it good or bad? Give me an answer. Somebody wants to become a lawyer, right? And so we have criminal psychology, we have civil law, we have criminal law, we have we have laws towards family disputes. But if the lawyer could also be a psychologist, like a legal psychologist, don't you think that combination would be great? Because there's something called as out-of-the-court settlement. And if I, as a lawyer, I can get those two parties amicably resolve a problem and you charge your fees. How would that be? One-stop solution. So I do my undergrad, integrated undergrad. I appear for the CLAT exam and then finish my integrated law, maybe practice for a year or two, and then do an MA in psychology. It could be forensic psychology, criminal psychology, business law psychology, organizational psychology, industrial psychology, depending as per the law specialization you want to get into. That is interdisciplinary approach. Somebody has a business of medicines and or surgical equipments. Rather than doing BCom or BBA, don't you think if the boy specializes in that field where surgical equipments or that, let's say a bachelor's in pharmacy, and then probably do an MBA, how would that be? Right? So you need to think like that. Global communication and language skills, why this is an important future-ready skill. If you were to interact with people of Gujarat and do business there, and you knew how to speak Gujarati, would you have an upper hand to the person who can't speak Gujarati? You'll be able to form relationships and bonds deeper. If you had to do business outside India, let's say you had to do it in Spain, and you could speak Spanish, or France, you could speak French, your business would spiral. So, my next question is, how many languages can you speak? 2, Hindi and English. Learn one more language, because language also develops your cognitive skills. It sort of deepens your understanding of phonetics, sounds, and some change happens here at the intellectual level, at the cognitive level, that gives you a more wider understanding and comprehension of complex situations and circumstances. And you'll be able to find solutions to it. Next, artificial intelligence, non-negotiable. Do you think that we can do without technology now? Do you think we can live without technology now? We need technology, right? So how prepared you are and how many AI tools do you know how to use? So that's another thing that I want to bring to your notice. Cyber safety, basic computing skills. There is a boy of class 12 who has designed a website, has made a somewhat app, and at that young age, good or bad? Good, yeah? So that is the kind of time we are living in. Emotional intelligence and mental health. Another important skill. And your personal transformation project was also based on this. Next, character, values, and ethics. Why is it important? And can this be developed in 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year? It requires years of practice to make one personality trait your natural nature. It could be honesty, it could be sweetness, it could be determination, it could be maturity, it could be patience, tolerance, peace, whatever the value is. But then the world today, they're not looking for intelligent people. The world today is looking for more compassionate people, people with values. Now, I ask the parents over here, if you have to employ someone, you have one candidate who is intelligent, his profile is superb, and you have another candidate who's not that academically strong, but through his conversations and his demeanor, you can make out that he could be a loyal and a trustworthy person, and he would follow and he will learn things, but he would be like somebody I can depend on. Whom would you hire, the first one or the second one? Everyone says the second one. Thus, values, human values, if we have them, there is a huge mileage and a huge capacity to excel in life. I'll give you an example of this class 12 girl who wanted to study abroad, and she was a part of this program called JYEP, Junior Youth Empowerment Program. What is taught in this program is moral values, human values. And she studied it for 4 years. This is an international forum. In US, in the Ivy League colleges, this program was working. And when her interview happened, the interviewer happened to be heading the JYEP program in that Ivy League university. And the entire interview focus was on her JYEP experience, and she bagged a scholarship of $85,000 US. Good or bad? Good or bad? I know the story because this girl shared it on stage with everyone. Next, collaboration and leadership skills. You made your personal transformation project individually. Was it a group project or an individual project? Individual. So congratulations, you did well individually, but if you were to work in a team of 10 people on one project, with different temperaments, different thought processes, different personality traits. Somebody has a certain idea, the other person does not want to come on time, the third person is making excuses. Will one person do the entire project, or we will take everyone to do the, to realize the completion of the project? Or would I say, I will not work with these certain people, they are not my type? Success will not happen. Why it will not happen? Because, why? Because people want to work with those people who are flexible, adaptable, cheerful, friendly. And if I have to lead a team of people, I should be able to connect and work with them and not say that I can't gel with them, or they speak a different language, they eat a different food, or they speak in a certain way. That will all not help. Career awareness and real world exposure. My dear children, can you guess a number named to how many careers exist today? Take a guess. Give me a guess number. Parents can also guess. Yes? 200? Anyone else? Okay, when you say 200, how many career names are you aware of? Can somebody give the mic to her, please?
Doctor, engineer, like armed forces, psychologist, lawyer, judge.
Oh, don't help. Only one person has to speak. The entire group is helping the girl. Okay, no help. Let her talk about it herself. Yeah,
Fashion
5.
designer, teacher,
7.
archaeologist, artist, musician,
10.
cardiologist, like a type of doctor, IS officer, like the civil jobs.
Very good. 12. Take 15 names. Okay, anyway, thank you. You're getting help from your friends. That's all right. See, the purpose of asking this question was that would it be good if you know some 200 names? By the way, there are more than 1,000 careers and more than 3,400 job roles as per the Indian Ministry of Employment and Labor. Ministry of Employment and Labor has categorically mentioned that there are more than 3,400 job roles because taxation is derived from there. And you have more than 1,000 careers. So my dear parents and children, if your child was aware of some 200 career names, they start exploring from now on, would it be a good thing or a bad thing for your child? Good thing or a bad thing? Good thing, right? So children, start exploring about the various careers. I have a careers dictionary. Yeah? You can come to me and get a copy of it. I have got something called as a careers handbook. This careers handbook has detailed information on various professions, courses, categorized in terms of subjects, and detailed information on offbeat careers, new age careers. So for that, you need to book an appointment through Deepmala ma'am, who's at the school reception, and also tell her the amount of time you need with the career counselor. However, if parents are not able to come in person, we also give the flexibility to consult online. So you can share a Zoom link or a Google Meet link, and we can do the consultation. Next, I also want to talk about understanding the global education pathway. So this presentation is more on skill building and not just academic strength, because we have universities like Plaksha University, Flame, Atlas, Ahmedabad University, Ashoka University, OP Jindal, and these are all new age universities wherein they're looking at a holistic profile of a child. Holistic profile is needed in education in US, UK, all the top global universities of the world. They're not just looking at the academic strength of a child, but they're looking into the overall development in terms of these skills that you just saw, the slides that you saw, um, whether you're good in music, you have been the maybe the monitor or the captain or the head boy, head girl of your school, participated in MUNs, were you in sports, were you into community projects, how many languages you're aware of, not only speaking but reading and writing as well. Have you won contests at the national level or international level? Your awards, accolades. Have you developed maybe some entrepreneurial venture? Anything and everything would encompass your CV, your curriculum vitae that you'll have to profile. And your curriculum profile would be a representation of your 18 years of your academic journey, right? By the time you finish your class 12, what will be your age? Around 17, 18, right? So you'll have to write that in your CV, because in these universities, there'll be more than 50,000 applications, of which maybe 15,000 applications would be 98, 99, 97, 90, 95%. And why should you get a seat and not the other person? And the very question that if you get an 84%, or you get an 87%, or let's say 79%, does that mean that the child is not good? Does that mean that the child is not good? No, it certainly does not mean that. So what does it mean beyond that? It means, see my CV, see the kind of work I've done, and there you go. Why do we have a sports quota? If a child is good in singing, and you get an opportunity to sing at the national level, and let's say you have exams after 10 days, would you forego that opportunity to sing at the national level or take it up? Tell me. Let's say in class 9, and you have your exams after 10 days, but you have an opportunity to sing at the national level, what would you do? I would encourage you to take up with that opportunity. Sing at the national level. Yes. Please pass the mic to her.
Sir, as you said that you would encourage us to do, like, to sing in that national competition level. So I would also prefer that, because for some or the other reason, all these things will come in our CV. And like in class 8th only, we learned, like this day before yesterday, like my class teacher was telling us that like we need your portfolios and it's very important to do. Then I sat with my mother and I started asking, like I had a talk with her that, Mama, what is it? Why? What's the purpose of that? And then she explained me that CVs are very important for further job opportunities and for the lifestyle and for the college as well. So then I realized, and I was like this is a personal experience. I was lacking with certificates. I had 5 certificates and I was lacking with it. Then I realized that taking, participating in more competitions and in more competitions or any sort of thing, if we do that, we'll make our CV better, we'll make it more graceful, and then the person in front of the interviewer will definitely be impressed ki, wow, you have so many certificates, you are capable of something, and then further they can give us more opportunities, like giving a promotion to someone or etc. etc.
Wonderful, wonderful. Let's clap for her. So very well articulated. And it is not only the collection of certificates, because when your interview happens, they cross-check your depth of knowledge, your depth of experience. And so we come to the next slide, physical health and a good lifestyle. Health is very, very important. Diet, nutrition, exercise. After class 12, you'll be on your own. You will leave your mother's home, father's home. And you have to eat the right food, and exercise, and at the same time manage time, get all your work done. I know a student who passed out and very, very intelligent, everything, but I met him after 6 months and he was thin like a stick. Yeah, he was working very hard. But I just felt so bad for him. I said, Beta, you should eat well. What's wrong with your health? The glow and shine in your face is no longer there. Sir, बहुत काम है and मुश्किल हो जाता है. मुश्किल क्या हो जाता है? When I don't have the understanding on the right foods to eat, fast food, junk food, or anything that comes in, no. The right proteins, essential minerals that the body needs, vitamins, carbohydrates, fats, and what are the food sources, whether I'm vegetarian, non-vegetarian, vegetarian, lacto-vegetarian, and the right sort of minimum exercise that the body needs on a daily basis. All that I should be able to speak. These boys can come over here, right? Rather than sitting there in the corner, I would request you to come and sit in this row. Yeah, the boys at the back, extreme right. Beta, please get up from there and sit in this row. So, also I would request parents, we have food also prepared over here, so have food before you leave. This is the structure, their academic pathway, the foundational years, the preparatory years, for 8 to 11, the middle school years, age 11 to 14, and the secondary school years from 14 to 18. So all this development does not happen overnight, but it is a planned way of reaching there. And reaching where? So I encourage children to get their profile mapping done. Potential profile mapping is understanding areas of activities that you're interested in, areas of activities that you're good in. And a combination of the two is going to be your potential. Accordingly, you can map it to the world of work, that is, you can map it to careers, you can map it to subjects, and you can develop a 4-year pathway of how you can realize your dream college, you can realize your dream university. Traditional skills, we all know, it was focused more on memorization, rote learning, but gone are those days. It is learning by doing, hands-on learning. It is more experiential oriented. These are some summer programs. I have put up on the 3rd floor school building, which is the senior section, details of the summer programs. However, parents and children can reach out to me also. Depending on what area you are interested in, inclined towards, there is a summer program available. Online, offline, in Lucknow, outside Lucknow, and that will help you to use your summer time constructively, maybe for a week, 2 weeks, 1 month, and that could also be done. Also start preparing yourselves for national level competitions, international level competitions. If you're good in mathematics, then International Mathematics Olympiad is something that you should aim for. There are 6 children who represent the country every year. And how would it be if you are one of them? But then you have stages of competitions to clear, and as long as you are interested in that subject, in that domain, then you come to me and I'll tell you the pathway. Technology, robotics and coding, summer programs, internships, you have all details related to contests, all given there. IITs are doing it. Next is, if you're interested in the world of languages, creativity, that is there. Sports and physical skills, research, innovation. What can the parents do in this? The parents need to start early. You need to start early because if you will wait for class 12 to come and the board exams to get over, it will be too late. It will be too late. So you need to prepare now. Also, if your child or you come to know about all the options that are available, and then you make an informed decision, are you losing anything in it? You're not losing anything in it. So why, without knowing my possibilities, I shut down doors to possible and future expansion outcomes? So my request to parents would be to explore unknown territories. You can come, you can reach out to me, we can sit and we can discuss, we can profile map of your child, and we can see the pathway forward. What would be the right stream subjects for him in class 9, in class 11? What are the summer programs? What are the various competitions your child can start preparing for? These are some new age skills that your child needs to be well versed with. If these new age skills are there through these activities, then the skills that I spoke of in the beginning, like the global communication skills, thinking and problem solving skills, etc., all that can be done in, which talks about urban photography, Pinterest, like the mood boards that are there, digital art animation, something in the field of tech entrepreneurship and app development, apps like GitHub, Figma, Notion, all that one can enjoy. Robotics, vlogging, e-gaming, sports, podcasting, so much, right? And these are the new age skills through which your child, these activities, through these activities, your child can be empowered with the new age skills. During our time in 70s and 80s, what were the skills that we were taught? Reading, essay writing, quiz competition, singing, dance. Parents remember? But now things have moved beyond that. And in the end, I would just like to say, बिना संघर्ष कोई महान नहीं होता, बिना कुछ किए जय जयकार नहीं होता, और जब तक नहीं पड़ती हथौड़ों की चोट, तब तक कोई पत्थर भी किसी के लिए भगवान नहीं होता. तो थैंक यू. तो मेहनत तो करनी होगी, मेहनत करेंगे तो भी हम निखर के बाहर निकलेंगे. इन्हीं शब्दों के साथ मैं यहाँ पर अपनी वाणी को विराम देता हूँ. एंड इफ़ यू हैव एनी क्वेश्चन एंड आंसर्स वी कैन टेक इट अप, और you can have your food and I'm here. I can also answer your queries one-on-one. Thank you so much for coming.